I'm Rain. I am the promotions and social media lead for Nineworks Theatricals. And of course, welcome to our first press visit for Nineworks Theatricals, Liwanag sa Dilim. And guys, let's talk about applause to you guys. Thank you so much for deciding to, of course, take some time in your week to spend it here with us here in our rehearsal space. Again, we are crunch time right now. We are in the middle of rehearsals and also we are less than a month away from opening, and we open on March 7th. So if your calendars aren't marked yet, please mark it. Of course, this is Liwanag sa Dilim musical. This is the newest original Filipino musical featuring the songs of Rico Blanco. What songs are those? Well, you guys will find out. It is the hit songs of Rico Blanco during his River Maya days. So we are very excited, of course, to share that with you guys. You guys get a teaser of what you guys can expect during the show. Now, I did brief some of you guys already regarding the Q&A, which we'll go on about that later. As much as I'd love to divulge, we'd love to divulge more information about the story. Beyond the synopsis, we cannot talk more about it. So, just so that we're all on the same page, I will read you guys a synopsis, which is also on our Ticket to Me page, tickettome.net/Liwanag sa Dilim musical. That's also where you can get tickets. So yeah, I will just read to you guys a synopsis. So, what if the key to your past held the power to change the future? Step into Liwanag sa Dilim, a new original Filipino musical featuring the songs of Rico Blanco. Follow Elsie, an orphan on his quest to uncover the secrets of his past. Together with Chris, his trusted ally, they fight for justice, while an undeniable connection sparks between them and the people who challenge their hearts. This ignites a revolution that redefines their worlds. Every world. Yan, wow. Sana can go because yeah, so that is, we have our two named characters. We have Elsie, who will be played by Khalil Ramos and Anthony Rosaldo. And we have Chris, who will be played by Bien King and CJ Novato. But before I go telling more about the characters, you guys will get to find out about that later. Again, if you guys don't know our socials for Nineworks Theatricals, why not yet? It's at Nineworks Theatrical on Instagram, Facebook, and also on YouTube and on TikTok as well. At Nineworks Official on X or Twitter. So guys, if you're going to be posting on your own respective media pages, please tag us. Ayan, and so that we can also reshare and use our official hashtag Liwanag sa Dilim musical, and also add hashtag Nineworks Theatrical, and kung gusto nyo, Rico Blanco. SEO niya. Alright, so yeah, we will be giving you guys a teaser of the music that you guys will be hearing from the show. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
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 Parang hindi kayo excited. Yes. Without further ado, please welcome the cast of Liwanag sa Dilim. Tagging if you want to tag all of them, pero kakayanin. Ayan, so, okay, yeah, we are a huge bunch. So do we have any first-timers in our Nineworks press visits? Yes, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, everyone else here, seasoned na kayo, congrats. So again, sanay na kayo sa half circle namin. Medyo marami ulit yung cast na to, but we'll introduce each and every one of them. So let's start off here. You can just tell us your name. Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon. Arnel Carrion. Mark Kaya.
I'm Lani Ligot. I'm Rico Laguardia. Hi, I'm Lucille Tan.
I'm Pachi Arceo.
Hello, I'm Ia Villanueva.
Hello, I'm Jasper Jimenez.
Naomi Gonzalez po. Rita Daniela po.
Magandang hapon po, Anthony Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ako po si Alexia.
Ako
si Vienti Ramos.
Nicole Umilio.
Gurugunada.
Hi, I'm Jerry Bogos.
Good afternoon, Robol Montesco.
Brianna Bulagan po.
Hello, Denzel Cha.
Hi, Chaz Cuesta.
Magandang hapon, Jonabel.
And of course, okay, just to introduce, okay, that's our cast. Of course, we have our creative team with us here. So the one who has written this musical, and of course, he is directing this. We have director Robbie Guevara right over there. Joining us here, our managing director and executive producer for Nine Rosette, Kuya Santi Santa Maria. Creating Liwanag sa Dilim, the people behind the story of that. We also have our scenographer, Mio Infante. At syempre, kilalang-kilalang na siya. Hindi pa bakit? Kasi siya ang PR manager namin, si John Martin. Okay, so I guess we can get started with the questions. Ayan, let's see. So, sino mag-una? Ayan, okay. Sige.
Simple lang yung tanong ko, so ako na magsimula. Pwede nyo sagutin in a serious way or in a funny way?
I'm also sorry, could you let us, of course, say your name and what media?
You can call me Goldwyn. Hello! Rebecca!
Sorry guys, my face reveals si Gold.
Anyway, simple lang yung tanong, no? Pwedeng funny, serious, bahala kayo. Pero sana iba-iba. Pero kung parehas, okay lang. So, ang tanong is, tuwing kailan nyo pinipili yung dilim?
Sa magtulog po.
Yun.
Light off!
Sino gusto sumagot next for Liam? Yan, Bian, go.
Pinipilit ko yung dilim kapag kailangan ko mag-refresh, mag-unwind. At kailangan ko mag-restartle. Kasi by doing that so, nagkakaroon ulit ako ng liwanag.
Ako, pinipili ko yung dilim kapag manonood ako ng movie sa bahay. Tsaka ilo.
Hello.
Love na po na.
Here, one more. Who wants to answer that?
Rebecca.
Si Rebecca.
Si Rebecca. Rebecca. Rebecca.
Nanay ko ako dito. Parang dapat ko ata tanongin namin eh.
Okay na.
Ano, kailangan talaga piliin yung dilim. Pwedeng liwanag.
Kasi usually liwanag, di ba, ang pinipili.
Eh di ba, ano, lights off din.
Okay, okay.
Sleep lang ako. Din yung gusto ko eh. Sleep lang ako. Tulog lang guys. So, hindi na rin.
Okay. Ay, yes, ma'am, yung...
Inevitable.
Uy, Max.
Inevitable. Na piliin ang dilim kahit ayaw mo. I think it's part of being human. Tsaka yung process mo ng life. Kailangan mo daanan yung dilim to go to the light. Parang ganun. So, yun. Inevitable. Kailangan mo siyang daanan.
Thank you.
New perspective during the national elections in 2022. So, is it intentional po ba that the running period of this musical is during the campaign season and during the 2025 national elections? And if yes, what message are you trying to convey to the voters this coming?
Sana yes. Sana yes, but it's actually no. It's not. It's not.
Yeah. Marami ko nang itatanong.
There's a pinch.
Meron. Okay, so I wrote this in 2018 with the projected production is
2020.
2020. Yeah. But we all had COVID, so I mean, it came interrupted. And then in the elections, yun na nga, ginamit yung song. We then it's the good camp that used it. When we decided to redo it, to finally produce it, we had to revisit and see how we can make it more relevant. Because a lot changed in the past 4 years. In the past 5 years after the initial intended date. Does it have any bearing with the current political?
It could be. It could have.
But it could. But not fully. Kasi nga, it wasn't written.
It was written back then.
Yeah, kasi at that time, when we wrote this, we never knew that it could be used for political purposes.
At that time, many of us hasn't even decided on running.
Yeah.
That actually just
Shout on you. In my case, when Lenny lost, darkness was shot on me. And the lot of people. And she was offered as the Liwanag. So in the same context, there is a character who is the Liwanag. Or supposed to be the Liwanag. Does not be anyway. Basta.
And sorry to add lang, no? It's actually in the text, it's in the lyrics of the song. And actually even the song, the nature of the song is very rallying. So it's there. So we could not really take away from it, but build upon it in a different way, in a different context.
Because you said back in 2018 or 2020 there was already a cast waiting to rehearse, and then how big is the cast now?
Yeah. Well, of course, we have auditions. But
did you invite?
We invited some people as well. But this time around, we have actually maraming nag-auditions. Kaya lang, ang nagka-problema lang kami this time around is because there were a lot of productions ongoing at the same time and going to open. So, dun pa lang, we couldn't get any of them already. So, pero marami sa mga one-man chance people, biglang they're all available. That's how we go, oh, okay. So, yeah. So we had a lot of hits from that bunch. But the others who, there were a lot, but yun nga lang, they were so busy with other shows. Ano yung sa Jose Manichan, Chris Sarah going home, yung sa going home, yung sa Jeboy, and then, so sabay-sabay.
It's a good problem.
It's a good problem, so it was like, but one more chance.
How big is the cast now?
23, if I'm not mistaken.
23 and counting.
26, sorry. Well, we have kids, by the way, but they're not here. We're calling them later on.
And how many songs are
They only have
included?
4 hours.
How many songs are included in the whole?
Konti lang 23. Yeah, 23 of Rico's songs.
Rico's songs during his River Maya days. So none when he went solo. And none of River Maya's without Rico. So Rico, during his River Maya days, starting when Baku was still the lead singer and then Rico took over, up until that era.
Thanks.
Thank you. Next, yes.
Okay.
Producer Rafi, what was the process did you follow in writing the libretto? Did you study each song and trying to fit in the story that you were writing? Or
Yes.
did you follow each song and write the story based on the lyrics of each song?
That process where I studied each song, standard yun eh, kasi you have to segregate, okay, what is this song about, or how can we reinterpret this song, and then I write it down, and then I outline it, and then I segregate it. Which ones can be fast production numbers, which one can be the ballads, which one can be transformed to ballads, like Kiss at Mata. And then for this one, it's different because when 2018, when we were still rehearsing Eto Na Musical Na Ko, that's when I met Rico. And as soon as he said, let's do it, as soon as he gave permission, of course I was excited and I shared it. So we already started throwing ideas. Mio wanted something horror. John wanted something period. Me, I was listening to both, and also getting influenced with what I would watch, and see what I could come up with. There was also a book that I read a long time ago that I thought would be possible, and then hindi pala siya possible. Things like that. And eventually, I zeroed in a story, shared it with them, and then they liked it. So wala pa exclusive of songs pa yun. And then we shaped the story, concept pa lang. And then we looked na for the songs. This is where John really came in kasi trabaho niya as dramaturg. So to fit the songs and how we can reinterpret it. What made it also more challenging was, of course, the composer will have a list of priority songs to use and what songs not to use. So that also gets further complicated by the cost of the song when you start negotiating royalty. Mga ganon, which we went through naman with Eto Na Musical Na Ko. So eventually we had a sort, but this is for the 2020 run, when things were very, very different. So going back to the political flavor, lives were very drastically different during Duterte's time and now. Ang daming namatay nun yan. And that influenced me and the voice I wanted to be heard regarding that issue. That changed. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I also want romance in the story. That changed as well. And then now, ever since we resumed theater, the Gen Z and the younger millennials, the Zillennials, also have their preferences in terms of entertainment, which we have to be open to, because they're the future audiences. So in order to service that, I asked to get Elise, where are you?
Elise, where are you? Come here.
This is Elise.
From UPLD.
Elise is a fresh graduate from UPLD. She took communication, and then she also directed while in college. So I didn't get to watch the show that she directed, but I asked her to present it to me as if I was like a jury or something. And I really got intrigued with her thought process. Because it was a play called Happy Days, which is a classic. And what she did with it, conceptually, I blew my mind. And I was like, wow, that's so different. So I asked her to join us on board to be the voice of the Gen Z. From a female's perspective. Kasi male ang mga creative. Iba yung I really wanted to touch on all. And her contribution really reshaped the show. So we don't want to forget naman my generation, millennials, but they'll come because it's Rico Blanco. Gen Zs, ang alam nilang Rico Blanco songs usually are the ones that were remade. But hopefully the story rings more for them. Kasi, we wrote it for them. We wrote it for the future generation. Unlike with Apo, I really wrote it for Gen Z up, Gen X up. Point not to have to. But if a girl sings a song that a guy originally sang, iiba yung gender, yun lang. Or nagiging plural instead of sayo, nagiging sa inyo. Very, very minimal. But I won't change keywords of the song.
Is it part of the song selection process?
In terms of what not to touch, it was really more of, kasi I asked him if I can just, what I really wanted to do was just really limit it to the songs he wrote during his River Maya days. And he's had several hits already, which was in his, please use these songs list. But I was kind of adamant about just River Maya. Para mas may concept talaga yung show. He's more strict with the notes. So he visited one music rehearsal and corrected some. For some reason, even his choice of notes is personal. Otherwise, the liberties we took musically, he liked them. Also, part of the production. They even wanted to co-produce it at some point. So even the choice of songs that were with them, of course they would push some of the songs that were initially were not there. So we had to look into those songs and fit them or substitute it with the first songs we used. Dapat nga 21, naging 23 na yung songs. So all in all, it's 40 numbers. So we remix or we use for transitions, things like that. 40 cues of music.
So, parang 4 hours.
So that job for the music naman, what fell on our musical director, Benny Alberto Lumay, and our arranger, Cordy De La Cruz. Yeah, we're not here.
All the Rico Blanco songs, why Liwanag sa Dilim? Was the concept decided first, or the title? Like how
that wasn't my original title.
Yeah, he had a different title, to be honest. When we were meeting with Viva, it was really more of supposed to be a Viva Niners collaboration feel. They were the ones who actually pushed for that. Yeah, so we but it fits din naman, the narrative. But then again, it was really more of their push or decision to actually use one. This was right after the election. I know, this was before. Tama. Yeah.
Can you say the original title of the shows?
The original title, Elsie.
Mas maganda.
So now it's just a character.
Yeah, now it's
Yeah, he's the character.
Oh, pero mas may dati.
Thank you.
By design, Rico actually gave permission for that. Para sabay-sabay. As a matter of fact, we wanted to really produce this last year when it was their anniversary. Di ba nag-reunion concert in River Maya? Dapat yun sinabayan na namin. But resources-wise, it wasn't possible. Sayang nga. Kasi there would have been that reunion concert, there would have been this. And then when Incognito, when that came out, he gave permission kasi nga alam niya sasabay. Did it affect us? Sabi namin no. As a matter of fact, go ahead, sing it.
Yeah.
As much as you can.
Follow-up question for Alexa. You've done Walang Aray with Teta. Could you tell us your how different your experience now that you're doing this one compared to the one with Pet?
Well, I guess character and role-wise, sa Walang Aray ko kasi almost all the scenes were me, my character, siya yung pinaka-lead. Here, I am more of a love interest of somebody here today. But it's different din. So iba yung ways here sa Nine Works of how they do music, of how they study the choreo. Like with music, I was so surprised kasi they would use people that music scores with music notes that I did not know how to understand or read. So it was a bit overwhelming at first, but it's something na as the days went by, mas nagagamay ko naman dito. And at the end of the day, ang goal ko lang naman is just to be better than my last one. So it's same, but a bit different. That makes sense.
Last, for the dramaturg, what are the challenges you encounter, especially with rewriting to fit for the kind of storytelling that you want to deliver to your audience?
Pinakamahirap sa lahat is to sync yung scene sa song at sa kung paano i-represent yung song in a different way. Sometimes you want to surprise the audience o yung manonood kung paano siya i-interpret. Yun yung pinakamahirap sa lahat. Kasi minsan, sa isang song, there are thousands of interpretation yan eh. How you attack it or how you interpret it. Ano yung tamang interpretation kung paano ilalagay sa scene. Yun yung pinakamahirap. Minsan, during run-throughs, tsaka lang namin nalalaman na hindi nangyayari. Walang nangyayari sa song. Minsan, minakagad kami yung song na arrange na. Tapos, try to get na ibang interpretation. Yung pinakamahirap sa lahat. Kasi dapat seamless yung book, yung song sa story.
Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, for everyone as well here, we've only named Elsie and Chris and sinabi ni Rita, who's alternating with Naomi, ay nanay. So the rest, we cannot name the characters. But I guess, kaya bang adjectives, guys? Kaya? So, we can give that.
Are you sorry with me? Okay, my character is Contrabida. I am malupit. I am masungit. Pero mapagmahal.
Well, I play a lot of characters, so I'm an ensemble. May kontrabida din eh. So, bastos.
Not personality mo.
Ay, hindi ba? Yung character. Well, that's one. Ano pa? Matapang. And mabigote. Importante ito sa character ko. This creates my character. Okay. Adelan.
Ako, mabait, mahalaga,
Republican.
balimbing, ay hindi naman balimbing, sip-sip. Tama ba?
Adjectives.
Yun lang. Ikaw. Ako, nabang. Malandi. Alam ko kay Kuya. Okay, kay Kuya Arnel yun sa akin. May isang kontrabida, may ibang hindi. Nanay. Na. Ikaw na.
Let's spoil, sorry. Let's spoil.
Part of the ensemble, so matulungin, masipag, at
Also, I'm part of the ensemble. Una is pagod. Mabait. Minsan bayaran. Ano kaya yun? And also, powerful din at some point, I can say.
For me, loyal friend, eccentric, and palaban.
Synonyms.
Yes, paano hindi kayo mabusin na adjective?
Ako, palaban. Somehow irresponsible guy, but gagawa ng paraan para sa ikabubuti. Wala.
Ako naman, nanay. So, lahat ng adjective na maaaring i-describe ang isang butihing ina. Pero, in addition to that, matapang, at saka maganda kahit stress. Yan, sino yun? Ano lang yun? Ako na ba yun? Ano ba ba? One more. One more. Siguro yung pananampalataya. Importante sa kanya. Ubus na po niya. Ano po nasasabi? Nanay, syempre loving. Maganda. Magaling kumanta.
Manana?
Oo.
Yes. Ako, I play the role of Elsie. Courageous.
Courageous.
Matulungin. Tsaka malikot.
Ako naman po, without spoiling, pero pag napanood mo kami gets mo, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm beautiful.
Hello, my name is Diego. I play the role of Chris. He is passionate, well-educated, maginoo din, pero hindi medyo bastos.
I also play the role of Elsie. Anthony's adjectives. Elsie is curious, sometimes a bit too curious, and very passionate.
Ako po, parang po kami ni Alexa ng sagot. Kami may isa lang, pero may dagdag lang mapagmahal at kasunod.
Hello. I play Contrabida 2. Ako'y mapagmahal at masaya.
Ako naman, I play the Contrabida 4 kasi po ay
Ako yung kontrabida 3. Mini kontrabida lang to. Walang conviction, walang paninindigan.
So I'm also part of the ensemble. So it besides kasi mo ba character siya? Anyway, matyaga, matapang, siguro pa naman na.
I'm also part of the ensemble.
And I think nakikita nyo yung patterns. We all play multiple roles when we're not. Kaya nag-resonate sa akin sa lahat ng ginagampanan kong karakter ay mapusok. At yun ang right step forward. The left one is history. So,
dito. So my question po is for Miss Rita. Since napansin ko po kasi na most of the cast po is from parang nag-theater na or may experience na. Although si Miss Rita meron na po siya na, I think 2018 or 2019 yung ako. Pero it's been a long time na, 6 years. And you've been on TV series, movies, mostly. Like yung Widows War na successful. So right now, parang question ko is, paano po kayo nag-prepare or paano po yung process since ang tagal na po ng huling theater? Paano po kayo nag-lapan?
Vincent.
So what really my first original musical is from my works as well. Musical na po. So this is my, after giving birth, was like 2 years na ako nag-break from showbiz. Then I accepted Widow's War. And after that, ito yung pinaka-comeback ko din sa theater. Also, still with my work. So I'm super grateful for that. And yun, ano pa bang, hindi naman ako sila rin pinapabelis or something in the director of it. Of course, nalaman ko yung mga katrabaho ko. Na-excite ako lalo na balik sa teatro kasi most of them hindi mo sila nakakatrabaho. Kaya mas na-excite ako at fan ako ng mga cast na kasama dito. So, masarap lang sa puso lahat ng sila.
Thank you so much po.
Siguro, okay, so maybe to wrap this up, siguro for the cast, maybe give what the audience can expect from Liwanag sa Dilim. English or Tagalog? One word. Enough time? Sige, since nag-start tayo dito.
Pabalik.
One word. One word to this, what the audience can expect. Oh, sige na siya.
One word.
Yes.
humbling. Sorry, personal yun.
Humbling.
Alive.
Journey.
Wow.
Yes.
Check-in.
Go.
Hope.
Visual.
Ana.
Ryan. Kabong.
Crazy Ride.
Liwanag.
Liwanag.
Energy. Anxiety.
Spectacular.
Spectacular. Yes. After Robbie, would you like to give one word?
Mystery.
Mystery. And that is a lot about the show at the moment. So, unfortunately, again, that is all the time that we have for
You're right po. Salamat po.
Flying, winning, right? One
Yes,
more.
yes, na lang po.
Thank you.
everyone, Liwanag sa Dilim. Liwanag Yeah, Hi, we're the cast of Nine of Theatricals. Liwanag sa Dilim. Opening March 7 na. See you later.
Take one. Rehearsal take.
Fire on the set.
Okay.
Saan kami natingin?
Center na lang. Yeah, center. Okay, game?
You count?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, we are the cast of Nine Works Theatricals.
Liwanag sa Dilim!
Opening
March 7! See you at the theater!
Wala na.
Opening on March 7. See you at the theater.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, we are the cast of Nine Works Theatricals.
Liwanag sa Dilim! Opening March 7! See you at the theater!
Wala.
Pag madami.
Opening March 7. Walang on. Opening March 7.
Tara.
Alright.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Fire on the set.
Hi, we are the cast of Nine Works Theatricals.
Liwanag sa Dilim! Opening March 7! See you at the theater!
Yeah, comparing ko lang with this issue.
I thought it would be a lot easier than playing now that I'm actually doing it at rehearsal. Mahirap pala siya, so it's quite challenging for me. Also, kasi madami kailangan bantayan. Especially with the songs of Shirley Cox. You don't take it lightly talaga. It's something na value sila. Hindi ginagawa ng platform at kids na like kids na sabi ko. So, of course, I want to make
Kamusta na sila sa theater?
I'm very glad. It's just after all of this, pag kumalma-kalma, makapagbalik. Pero, at the same time, meron ka ng idea. Wala pa talaga. Parang hindi pa ako nakaka-sit down talaga and really pour out my thoughts, my emotions. Siguro kapag nakapag one-on-one talaga ako with other co-writers or a producer, mas doon na talaga lalabas yung mga creative juices and everything. Thank you. Woman in a way who has a lot of hopes, a lot of dreams, na pakiramdam niya hindi na niya makakamit. But as the story progresses, doon niya ma-realize na as a woman, I am powerful, I have a lot of options as well. So ayun, parang masasabi ko lang ngayon, ang role ko ay si girl. Yun lang.
And your first play, Walang Aray, you have with Katie. So right now, ikaw lang mag-isa. So how does it feel? Mas mahirap ba or
Sa totoo lang po, syempre, pag na nandun yung partner mo may dagdag comfort, inspiration, especially when rehearsals can get very tiring. Yun ka pa, nag-creep in na yung mga self-doubt and all. Pero, ramdam ko pa din naman siya. Kasi lagi, may I have a phone naman, I can always talk to him. So, ramdam ko siya, hindi siya nawawala, hindi siya nakakalimot na nandyan siya para sa akin.
And speaking of
Sa ano man po, and also not right now. I know I mentioned before that I want to be this, but I think I'm going to put a pause on that. It's like this. I really want to
Ako, my personal experience, this is my first time working with a huge cast. So the very first so it was much more intimate. Compared to this. So, talagang medyo matakot yung introverts eh.
Also invited and through them marami training. So every time na so every week learning.
Siyempre important din especially original band. So wala namang kami papasan
Mapanood niyo yung pinaghihirapan namin at maintindihan niyo bakit marami kami hindi pwede sabihin during the interview. So, preparation, lahat naman kami may, ano talaga, iba-iba kami ng klase ng preparation sa characters namin. Pero, since nga this is theater, walang take to dito, diba? Lahat na gusto lang masuot sa kapitak. So, yun talaga mas kailangan namin pagganayan.
May song pa ba dito na kinakanta mo?
I think yung single niyong bago.
Yes, Tito Larry. Yung single ko po na Ikaw at Ako, lalabas na po yan very soon sa musical platform.
Ayan yung kinakanta mo sa kanya nung kami.
Oo, buti pregnant pa lang ako, lalabay na yun ni Lulu. Tapos nung nilabas ko siya, kinakanta na niya ngayon. Kasi may talaga lalabay niya pag pinapatulog ko siya. So, marami.
Kaya si Uno eh, lalaki na rin.
Baka nila yan yung aking album. Wow.
Rihanna, mahirap ba since you're doing several roles here as a member of the ensemble?
Like I said earlier, medyo physically, strenuous siya. There's a lot of movement and syempre movement and singing medyo it's challenging. Pero since we do practice every single day, it's something I'm slowly starting to get used to. I feel
Also invited and through them marami training. So every time na so every week learning.
Siyempre important din especially original band. So wala namang kami papasan
mapanood niyo yung pinaghihirapan namin at maintindihan niyo bakit marami kami hindi pwede sabihin during the interview. So, preparation, lahat naman kami may, ano talaga, iba-iba kami ng klase ng preparation sa characters namin. Pero, since nga this is theater, walang take to dito, diba? Lahat na gusto lang masuot sa kapitak. So, yun talaga mas kailangan namin pagganayan.
May song pa ba dito na kinakanta mo?
I think yung single niyong bago.
Yes, Tito Larry. Yung single ko po na Ikaw at Ako, lalabas na po yan very soon sa musical platform.
Ayan yung kinakanta mo sa kanya nung kami.
Oo, buti pregnant pa lang ako, lalabay na yun ni Lulu. Tapos nung nilabas ko siya, kinakanta na niya ngayon. Kasi may talaga lalabay niya pag pinapatulog ko siya. So, marami.
Kaya si Uno eh, lalaki na rin.
Baka nila yan yung aking album. Wow.
Rihanna, mahirap ba since you're doing several roles here as a member of the ensemble?
Like I said earlier, medyo physically, strenuous siya. There's a lot of movement and syempre movement and singing medyo it's challenging. Pero since we do practice every single day, it's something I'm slowly starting to get used to. I feel
pero hanggang kakayanin, we wanna somehow still celebrate in our own personal basta we see each other, that's what we do. We're also celebrating our anniversary next week, so sobrang busy ang dami nangyayari. So hopefully we still will be able to fit it in, but it's the desire of wanting it to fit in. You mentioned next chapter, so you're really ready to
not just na, hindi lang yung parang, uy, gusto ko sumali dito, pwede mo ano ko dito, hindi lang naman siya gano'n. Pinaghirapan ko rin naman dumaan ko sa proseso, kinita ko yung mga importanteng tao ng
Aubrey Palomares, Rebecca Palacios, nanay ng Liwanag sa Dilim. Tatlong characters. Magbabanggit akong adjectives. Tapos, you think kung sino yung pinakamalapit doon. Okay. Pinaka-sweet.
Nanay.
Palaban.
Aubrey.
Pinaka-nakakaasar.
Aubrey.
Mabilis umingit ang ulo.
Rebecca.
Sino gusto mong makasama sa sleepover?
Sleepover?
Yeah.
Sino?
Yes, girls night out.
I'll go for Aubrey.
Pinakamabilis utangan.
Tangan? Sino? Rebecca, mayaman siya.
Pinakaayaw mong makaaway.
Si Rebecca.
Kung tatakbo silang tatlong senator, sino ang iboboto mo?
I'll go for Aubrey.
Sino ang may posibilidad na mangurapot doon?
Si Aubrey din.
Sinong malayo sa karakter mo sa tatlong mo?
Parang yung dalawa, si Aubrey tsaka si Rebecca. Yung nanay kasi nanay na ako eh.
So, yun ba ang pinaka na-enjoy mo? Sinong pinaka na-enjoy mo sa tatlong yun? Sa pagganap?
Lahat. O hindi talaga ako makapili.
Last question, pinakamalapit sa karakter mo?
Sorry, sa personality
Yes,
ko.
yes,
Siguro I'll go for Aubrey kasi malapit dahil parehas kami babaeng bakla. Kaya ako malapit kay Aubrey. Pero syempre yung mga trabaho niya, yung mga ibang kung paano siya like decision making, hindi kami parehas ni Aubrey. Yun lang kami parehas kasi parehas kami babaeng bakla. Tapos marami kaming kaibigan na gustong laging kausap. Yun.
Go!
First ko, hi Golden! At sa lahat na sumusuporta po ng Widow's War, at alam ko na namiss ko si Rebecca Palacios, pero ito na, meron kayong bagong aabangan na character mula sa Liwanag sa Dilim on March 7, 2025 sa RCBC Plaza na.